Look at that. We got the parking lot to ourselves. We're going to have some fun today, kids. About this time, you might be asking yourself, Bobby K, why do you got a rubber on your finger? That's because of the kind of fishing we're going to be doing today. I got the 9-foot surf casting rod out with a 4-ounce pencil on it. It's got 80-pound braid. I'm going to get my hands wet with waders out there in the river. I don't want to rip the finger. I don't want to rip the tip off my finger. Fish should be arriving sometime later this month. This is a great opportunity to test the gear. This is the pencil popper I'll be throwing. It's the OB Flying Pencil 160 SLD. That's the Ocean-born Flying Pencil. 160, I believe, stands for millimeters, and SLD. I'm not a big proponent of using the word super in my vocabulary, but that literally stands for super long distance, due to the fact that it's a 4.5-ounce lure. That's my fishing glove. I'm going to attempt to put on my fishing glove while I continue to film, and did it. Testing your gear, making sure your line is good, making sure your knots are holding, and the hardware, like your reel. You don't just show up to run a marathon. You got to prepare for it. I was very excited there. Everything held together. Yay! I noticed the sun was about to come up, so I thought I'd climb out of the water and we moved to another location. That's the South End Bridge on the right. That's me wading into the water, which gets a lot deeper, a lot quicker in this area. So I'll only make it out about 10, maybe 20 yards. Ladies and gentlemen, the sunrise. That was a good day. The gear held up. My knots held up. Water's still cold. I can feel it in my legs. But hey, sometimes there's stripers in the river, sometimes there's not. When they are in the river, sometimes they bite, sometimes they don't. And sometimes, well, sometimes it's like you're on a cherry picker high above a field full of German shepherds and you got a tennis ball and a string. Those are the days we live for as folks who fish. As promised, the reason why I soft bag it. But first, a good look at the pencil, sluggo. I'll put these styrofoam blocks back on the hooks when I get back at the house. This is my large saltwater bag. Covers my stripers and bluefish and whatever comes up the shoreline in Florida. This is my medium bag that I use for bass and pickerel and pike. And this is my light bag for all small species of fish, including shad, trout, pumpkin seeds, and perch. For most of my life, I was a hard plastic tackle box kind of guy. My first tackle box was a Plano that opened up with the one clip in the front and had a single tray that would flip up inside. The last hard plastic tackle box I bought had the front that flipped down, revealing a whole bunch of trays you could pull out. My theory? All I needed to fish was that box. Everything I needed was inside. The downside to it was that it was always cumbersome. A hard plastic box is a hard plastic box. The other downside was eventually I would pick it up without latching it. and it would dump all over the floor of my boat or somebody else's. A big benefit I found to soft bags: you can stuff them with just about anything and then stuff the bag anywhere it needs to go, whether it's under the seat of a canoe or into the footwell of your truck.